Hi.
Good to see you.
And Sadie, like I said, is on the big screen. And Sadie, we have a handout in the room. We have been each been given a adult toy,
a plethora of pleasure items.
And
I
guess it's mine. Dean handed this to me, and apparently this thing is active and on. I'm holding it up right now. I believe this is called the Womanizer G-Spot Air Pleasure Delight. Am I getting it right?
That's right.
That's right. It looks like a purple banana. And this thing is active right now. It's vibrating, and there appears to be an orifice here.
Now, what happens if you put your finger in that?
It's vibrating.
Okay.
And if you push the button with the plus on it, it'll turn on the air suction, which is the really neat feature about this. So you remember the Womanizer product that we've talked about before? It's got the air suction.
Wildly popular.
Orgasm.
Yes, and that was meant for mostly the outer.
That's right. That's for the pleasure button.
Yes.
And gave a lot of women the 60-second big O's. So this product that's called the Womanizer OG Air Pleasure for the G-Spot. So this is actually used internally.
Yeah, I just hit the plus button, and I think I can now cut oak with this thing.
Could you ready a cigar?
Like a car lighter.
Now, these toys have come a long way in the last few years. I know that because there are no batteries, right?
No batteries. They're all USB rechargeable. And what's really neat about this is it's got the sensor to touch. So the smart touch, when you put your finger against it or against your body, it turns on.
Wow.
And so
on its own. As soon as you locate the Grafenberg spot, it knows, and it can be stimulated then.
Josh, you are so good.
A plus in human sexuality.
Nothing is more romantic than shouting out the word Grafenberg spot to a lady.
Eureka!
The G-spot. And it's multi-use. So you can use it there, but you can also use it externally on the pleasure button. And women and men also like it on nipples. So you've got this really wonderful air suction along with vibration this time too. So it's a really powerful, sensual toy that really does the trick.
Now, the word womanizer typically has a pejorative meaning, wouldn't you say?
Sure. Back in the day, a man who went from lady to lady with no regard for
somewhat negative, certainly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Great Britney Spears song.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is not. This is something that the ladies will enjoy. We're speaking to Dr. Sadie Allison from TickleKitty.com. That's TickleKitty.com about various toys for the bedroom and perhaps for Valentine's Day. Josh, you have something over there. Hold it up by your face.
Sure. What does that look like to you, Tom?
Looks like a rose.
That's exactly right. This is the Rose Lover vibe. And I actually saw one of these being reviewed online, Sadie, and it seems to be very effective for female stimulation. Now, this is also for the pleasure button.
It's about the size of a tennis ball, a little bit smaller.
Yes, and when you turn it on, it's got all these lovely pedals around it. So when you put it, the center to the pleasure button, it actually stimulates by kind of sucking and but I can actually see the flap sort of going down.
But it's big enough so it's not going to go journey to the center of the earth on you.
No. This isn't going to somehow make its way for the outer.
You don't need a retrieval stick.
Let's just say you could also put this on a nipple and it would stimulate as well. And it's lovely.
It's a great newcomer toy too. It fits right in the palm, and it's actually inconspicuous and it's cute. So
I would think old comers would like it as well.
You could actually hide that. This would be a funny gift because you could hide it take it out of the box and hide it in a dozen roses.
Yeah. And
that's right.
Different speeds, different strengths here.
And by the way, we should point out that's prick free. As opposed to roses.
Yeah.
Prick free for now. Our guest is Dr. Sadie Allison. She's showing off some of her line of toys from TickleKitty.com. Are there any old school toys? This is a dumb question. Are there people who, in your opinion, are fixated on the old-fashioned toys that insist on, like, for example, someone who is fixated on VHS porn on? Do you think there's someone who has to have the old-fashioned battery
I can only
operated?
use a hollowed-out branch with bees in it.
Yeah, they're I actually prefer the tried and trues. That's why this year with this Tickle Her Kitty Valentine kit that I put together, I picked some of these practical toys that are easy to use, and some of the other ones that we'll talk about, so that they just work and they feel good. Because a lot of the more modern toys, they're not always quite ergonomically correct. So the ones that I'm picking out are very cherry-picked,
No,
if you will.
I have another dumb question, which is my specialty. Everything now seems to be tied into an iPhone or a smartphone of some sort. Are there any toys in this sphere that are tied to your phone?
Not today. There's a ton of app-controlled toys
Awesome.
that are really wonderful, especially if you're in a long-distance relationship, because you can control the vibration and features from anywhere in the world with your partner. But today, I wanted to just focus on some of the tried and true practical products that really feel great, that work well, and that provide a variety of different sensations and pleasures. So
Sadie,
you have like the full gamut.
Sadie, Willie is holding up what looks like a fluorescent pink mushroom, a big one.
This is called the mushroom vulva pleaser.
Oh.
And a lot of guys are afraid to use toys in the bedroom, but I'm not. I'm a pretty fun guy. Okay.
Oh, fun guy.
Mushroom.
Nice.
Mushroom joke,
All right.
everybody.
I got Sadie on board.
And it does look like a mushroom. It looks like what Princess Peach might use in the bedroom.
What's really great about this mushroom pleaser is that it's got this wide area surface, the mushroom head. So a lot of women are too sensitive on the pleasure spot. They don't like direct stimulation. So a product like this with this wide surface covers a lot more area of your skin, and there's thousands of nerve endings surrounding the pleasure button. So this toy, the mushroom, you can actually just use very gently all over the area of her flower, and it feels just amazing.
Is there a button on that thing?
Yeah, it can go.
Oh.
And then
Yeah, there it is.
It can kind of change gears, too.
What? Oh, really? Pop it into third. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, now back to one.
Sounds like Excitebike.
Our guest is Dr. Sadie Allison, proprietress, is that okay, of TickleKitty.com. She's been doing research on these various toys for quite some time.
Now, Tom,
yes.
Let's not leave out the men. There are toys specifically made for...
I know.
And right now, I've got
that looks like a Fram oil filter.
It sure does.
Yeah, it's kind of maybe the size of half a thermos, and it kind of came in a thermos type.
Yeah, it does look like a thermos. Oh, it does look like a thermos.
So you take the
camera
ends
lens.
off, and now you've got a ring, a large ring with a softer ring inside of it, and so obviously the male member goes in here. There's nothing electric or battery operated here. This is a complete manual.
Yeah, except, Josh, what's really wonderful about this is it's actually adjustable to the size of your own member.
Yes.
So if you spin the little ring here.
Right. Like if you, it's almost like focusing a camera.
Yeah, and if you look inside, you can see it getting smaller and bigger.
It's like the f-stop on a camera.
Yes.
Except the F stands for something else.
and when you look in, you can actually see the
so you're going from
walls tightening.
from venti to
Isn't that
grande
neat?
to tall.
Yeah. It's really something.
Now, does Chick McGee have something over there that looks purple? I can see in a distance. What is that, Chickster?
Mine's dead. It's not charged. But that's fitting,
You hit the
I
button
think.
on the button. By the way, the men's toy is called the Voy. It is just
VOI?
yeah,
I see.
the
Because when
Voy
you use it,
men's.
you go, oh boy.
The one Chick has, looks like the end of some kind of you'd put a stick on that and use it to pick merchandise off the top shelf at Walmart.
Thank you very much.
That's the butterfly kiss. It's a dual stimulator, so it's got two different vibrators. One on the top for the G spot, and then the other one for the pleasure button. And it's got these really soft butterfly wings that tickle her right where she wants it on the outside.
Absolutely. That's the whole shebang.
Is it tickling you over
Good
there?
Lord, now it's alive. Holy hell.
Look at that butterfly flapping about.
Oh, my God. Wait a minute.
Hold that thing up. Let me see it. Hold it by your face. I can't see it. Oh, yeah, I can see now.
Look at it flapping. Boy,
wow.
You can see where that would get the job done.
Wow. Is that a blender? Can you stick that thing in a shake and make your morning
I would
shake?
imagine you can get
Be able to mix a little protein.
All
Talk
right.
about the butterfly
Dr.
effect.
Sadie Allison is our guest from TickleKitty.com. And she has a bunch of interesting things that are out there, including her special kit for Valentine's Day. And you can get a number of these things. And what's the name of the kit again, Sadie?
The kit is called the Tickle Her Kitty Valentine Pleasure Kit.
And, of course, with all these, particularly the VOY stroker, I say get some of that Go Love CBD Intimate Serum as well. It's CBD-infused lube, if you will, and paraben-free, of course. And
That's right.
It'll work wonders.
And CBD is the extract. It's not like it's got a CB radio in it, which would be awfully funny if you put that thing on and breaker 9-1.
Breaker damn near killed me.
Well, Sadie, you're looking terrific as always, and it's a great pleasure to speak to you. And you can find out all about this stuff at TickleKitty.com. Thanks, Sadie.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Thanks for having me.
You too, Sadie. Thanks so much.
That was good. This is fun stuff.
Yes.
Wow.
This is quite the thing here. It's not just smooth inside the string. It's got what they call rugae. You know what that is? It's a tissue
Isn't
that's
that
sort
a
of
TV show with RuPaul?
ridged. Like the roof of your mouth has rugae. So it sort of ridges and so it sort of mimics.
I thought you'd prefer ragu.
Sometimes I have ragu on my rugae. Yes, Tom. You don't have
He's
to play
having the
along.
time of his life.
I often use pasta sauce as lube. Why wouldn't I? It's right there on my end table already.
Have you
Bolognese in the
noticed,
bedroom.
Tom, do you notice you're the only one laughing? You know that?
Sorry.
If only you were. That would be nice. That really would be nice.